Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. Today's video we're at the film study. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this thing play through one time, so you guys can see all the clips and stuff, and I'll go back through a second time and explain everything and slow it down and like pause, rewind, all that stuff. So no, while we're showing you this the first time around, I want to explain all from scratch. I know a lot of you guys who are watching this have already seen my my videos, my mixtapes, all that stuff, but for anybody who I'm gonna approach this video like people who are watching are new to the channel. So everything that I'm gonna explain here is from scratch that nobody knows. Now I mean some of this stuff you guys know is pretty obvious, but number one key, it's obviously having takeover. That goes for any build, honestly, but yeah, number one key, takeover. Number two is having a point guard who understands the same things that you will after you watch this video. So I mean, if you send him the link or something like that, so you guys are on the same page. If you're a big man, like an athletic finisher or a slasher, even a lockdown for maybe some of the situations here, even a glass cleaner again for some. But no, if you explain this to him or send him the video as well, I think you guys will be on the same page, which leads to usually succeeding with this a lot. So number two key, and that's what I'm getting at here, is how I think alley-oops are the number one key to your success aside from takeover, when it comes to playing athletic finisher or slasher. Now stuff like this will happen occasionally where you have no takeover and you just get a crazy dunk, but that's not going to happen very often. If you guys are, if you've played enough on a slasher, you know, like if with no takeover progress or anything, it is tough to get bodies, like unless it's like a really weak defender you're going against. But no, you know what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff too that I'm doing with the dribble moves, you don't really need it to succeed with the athletic finisher, but like you can implement that into your game. I'm having a dribble tutorial video tomorrow as well, so stay tuned for that too. And I mean, if you want to check the mixtape out with music, go for it. That was a previous upload too. But anyway, no. So let's get back to the keys of success. Like I said, lobs are big time. Now, what I'm also going to get into here while we're showing you the video for the first time, I'm gonna just give you guys the cohesive builds you can play with, and that's the big. Now, if we're talking fun, I don't think you should ever have a point guard. And that's just me. If we're talking fun, you should have like a stretch big and a lockdown, or even two stretch bigs. Like I'm talking, like if you're trying to just be the focal point of the team, like this athletic finisher can do it all. I'm telling you. Or even if you're like a slasher, but no, just builds you should be able to play with. It's definitely, I know this video is very specific and like not really talking to everybody. Trust me, like this will become a little bit more brief, or not brief, but just for everybody type stuff. Like these things that I'll explain on the next time I go through here are actually pretty important. But no, cohesive builds that you can play with. Definitely, like if it's gonna be a point guard, they need to be able to throw lobs. That's number one. If you're running with a point guard that doesn't either A, know how to throw lobs, or B, like understand like slips and stuff, and you will understand slips after this video, I promise. It might be the last thing I address in the whole video, but you will. Anyway, so another build that's actually super goes along well with it is actually like a post stretch, or even like a pure post. Somebody, or even like a post shot creator. Post shot creator is probably the most realistic like build that you can probably find. Now trust me, if they're your friends and they're garbage, you might have a harder time trying to find this, that how I see it, because the post scorers that I play with can shoot from the corner as well. But even if they can't, if they're posting up, you just go opposite block of them. So matter of fact, here I'm gonna pause it real quick just so I can make an example. When I say the block, I mean where the dude with the crown is right now. Say that's your teammate post scorer. I'm just gonna give you an example, and then you will be where the little leprechaun dude Zeke is at, the top hat. You know what I mean? You'll be opposite side of the paint of them, so that if they're working from the post, they hit a drop step or something, then your dude helps over to them. That makes it so you're gonna be wide open for the alley-oop. Now again, everybody you play with has to understand lobs. It's just, that's part of the game. If they throw you regular passes, you might end up getting blocked. You might, like, your dude is gonna be super athletic. You know what I mean? Even lockdowns. Like, lockdowns can do stuff like this and stuff like this. Now when we go through on the film study right here, I'm gonna show you guys that clip replayed again. But again, I'm just kind of going through here the first time. Anything with shooting is gonna fit you well. and that's just a fact of the matter. And I feel like if you run the build properly, you really don't need any point guard. Like you can run 5 out with this build, and then maybe even like set screens for a stretch big. As long as you can ISO too. I mean, you really, like I said, don't really need anybody else to have the ball in their hands. As you can see, you can do crazy stuff like this. And like I said, be patient until tomorrow. I have the dribble tutorial coming. And yeah, I also have the jump shot too. Now this clip right here, I'm gonna show you guys as well. But anyway, what I want to show you guys, as I'm gonna just back out of here and go back into the gameplay, into the mixtape. What I want to show you guys now, I'm gonna replay this and show you guys some clips. Obviously, that's just a nasty snag. Passing lane. Now, here's a good example. You see, I don't continue to dribble it up. I pass it up to SK. And sorry if like stuff's in the way of the screen in this video. I really do apologize for that. I know it gets on a lot of people's nerves. But anyway, pass it up to SK. And you see, I didn't hold on to it because I knew that the attention would be on me. So I give it to SK, and because blue shirt is sinking down too much into the paint, because he's playing between me and him, because he knows neither of us can shoot, right? So me and SK both know that as well, and he just throws me the lob. Now, if he throws a regular pass, I have someone on my back and someone on my front, and it's going to be hard to get the dunk in because I'm already catching on the ground. I'm trying to boom it on his head, and then there's someone behind me too. I might either get stood up by the dude in the paint, and if that happens, then I could get like slapped by the dude in the D-Lo jersey. But no, anyway, so yeah, he throws up the lob, and as you can see, there's no chance that this dude stands because he's okay, here's a great example and explanation. You can't stop lobs unless you bump them. You're rarely gonna block an alley-oop unless you're like some crazy defensive build. You're rarely gonna intercept one either, depending on maybe occasionally depending on where you're at, but lobs are super OP in the right hands, and that's just the explanation of that. So you're gonna see a couple dribble clips here. This is pretty obvious. All you have to do is an athletic finisher when you're on takeover or slasher. I'm just gonna say athletic, but understand I mean slashers too. All you have to do when you're on takeover is literally just get past your guy and hope that the help defender is arriving a little bit late. If they arrive way too early, then you just pass it to your teammate in the corner, like AK is right now. But you see how he's a little bit late. He's not like he's not across where the hoop is, so you already know this is a body. He's getting here super late. He's little. That's just easy poster. I'm not gonna explain the putbacks. That's kind of like, you know, that's not really much explanation. Right here, I don't know. It's just, if you guys want a good tip as well, this goes for anybody. Not even, oh yeah, and then here I wanted to show you guys this too. Just hold Y in your blocks. I promise you, holding Y is just unreal. But anyway, again, you see I pass it up to AI because I know that I have a chance to draw the attention off of me. And so what ends up happening though is he just throws a regular pass when I'm kind of expecting a lob, so I'm already holding the stick down. But you can see how this would be a great time to throw a lob because the player in the paint, he's not gonna be able to body me up. Like, had he thrown the lob right here, it's straight over his head, you just boom it on his head. You can't really block an alley-oop dunk. You can't really intercept you can't really intercept it after it already hits their hands. And the only way to stop it from hitting their hands is to have them bodied up. That's why playing with a post scorer works so well too, because while it's horrible spacing, right? You have two people in the paint. You have one that A, actually has Lob City Passer in the post scorer, and then B, you have finisher on like super high too. So you can just sit on the opposite block. Post scorer can do his work, right? Hit a drop step. If your guy doesn't help, because the only way to stop your alley-oop is to just body you up, right? Here, I'll keep this going too. But the only way to stop your alley-oop is to body you up, which makes it so the post scorer doesn't have to worry about help D all that much. So I mean, it's actually like a perfect combination. Right here is just a crazy dunk animation. Right here, bro, I don't know what to tell you. That was just nuts. I had to. Oh, and this was crazy too. Just the fake pass to get him off me. I had to put those two clips in there. I already had the mixtape ready, but I really wanted to show you guys those on this mixtape, so I had to remake it just to put those in there. That happened like yesterday. So anyway, right here, I will give you an example. Oh god, that went way too far back. No, this is the perfect example of lobs too. Not like the perfect example, but like a great one, just because you can see how it's all super cohesive. So The Lakers dude, right? He's nowhere near me, so you don't have to worry about him. However, if you throw, let's say the Bucks dude was even just bodied up on me, right? We'll let this develop a little bit more. Let's say just turn the Lakers dude around 180, right, and put the Bucks dude on SK, like bodied up. That's still going to be a chance to block it. Like the Lakers dude still has a chance to block it because I'm on the ground and going up for a dunk, and he can just go up for a block. But anyway, you see right here, he throws the lob, and like I said, the only way to stop it is to body me up before I catch the ball. Now this Bucks dude, he kind of gets near me, but this is part of having the athletic finisher. Just the crazy animations that happen on these lobs. So my dude just like straight 180 reverse windmills that thing on top of his head. And that's just crazy. Again, takeover. So you just see like crazy animations just happen where your dude will like take off from super far. Just it doesn't matter who's in the way sometimes. Right here, obviously the dude's just too low. That's easy bodies. This right here is just a little bit of nice dribbling along with, I have no takeover progress, but again, a little tiny guard on the help D. This right here, I don't know what to tell you. Don't expect that to happen too much. You can't really get crazy dunk like contact dunks with no takeover progress, no nothing. And then also it was just like, I don't know, it wasn't like an ideal drive either. But yeah, no, some of these contact dunks are super obvious. Right here, you see I'm just dribbling quite a bit. And then again, so here's a good example of like what takeover does for me. Because honestly, if I'm not on takeover, I'm not going at this dude's head. He's too big, and I'm not too confident in the fact that I can get a contact dunk just on demand against him. But when takeover is on, bro, if they don't send help, it's just automatic contact dunks. Now, the only downside, and I'll just let this play out now, but the only downside to a slasher in this game is just because it's so easy to make threes with a sharp that it kind of deteriorates from like a slasher's value. That's the only downside, because when it comes to getting buckets, you can probably, if you're a good slasher, you can be around like 85% when it comes to like dunks or just like, you know, like, because people kind of just give up your shot when, I don't know, in certain situations, you know what I mean? Because in 3v3, I guess 2s is different because 2s are worth like just as much. If you get what I'm saying, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to explain this, but no, basically, people will give your dunk up most of the time just because, you know, they're like, oh, okay, 2 over 3, like let them get the 2-pointer, and simple as that. But really, like, you get a lot of takeover progress for every dunk you get too. So if you run pick and rolls properly, if you get alley-oops like this, I mean, you'll be looking at takeover with like 3 buckets if you get a couple rebounds too. Anyway, yeah, that's, so let me get off that topic though. Right here, like I said, if a guard is in the paint and you got not even takeover, like you don't even need takeover. If a guard's in the paint, like again, guard in the paint. Here's a cool little tip too. If you see somebody you're going to get a contact dunk animation on, you don't even have to worry about the other guy. So right here, like I said, there's a lot of people around me, but I see that I target the one dude. Again, that red dude is around me, right? But I know I'm gonna get the contact dunk on the gray hair. So like, I guess what I'm getting at is like these guys aren't going to be able to do anything about it. Like it's not just a regular dunk that 3 people have the chance to block. It's a contact dunk where really it's almost like this is guaranteed to work. Like I don't know how to explain it other than that. But yeah, just when you have takeover on, just know it's a walking bucket. Like you know the deal about that too. Also with takeover on, your shooting is like so much improved too. I don't know how to explain that either, but nasty block right there. Again, hold Y on your blocks. Trust me, you will believe me after this that you jump so much higher. Same with your rebounds too. Hold Y on your rebounds. I promise you guys, like it's gonna improve your game 100%. It improved mine so much. Like, anyway, so yeah. Honestly, one thing I hate about when I'm using my athletic in the ISO is that, believe it or not, if you like, so for instance, you see I sauce this dude up, right? And generally, like right here with this range, as you're looking at it, is when you like try to hit the behind the backs. Now you're gonna want to make sure that like dude on the right isn't gonna like poke the ball loose here, as he almost could have if he got close enough. But this is why you want to surround yourself with shooters, because I got a Pierce Sharp to my right, even though he's cold, and he's my literally my biological dad. But and he's pretty trash. But anyway, no, one thing I wanted to address here is that honestly, like if I can move this guy with the Kyries on, like a little bit closer, and put them directly below the paint. I would actually like that because I feel more confident in finishing a contact dunk animation than I do like this stupid little like, you know, park dunk that happens if I don't get a contact dunk. So I don't know. That was just a little note. This right here is big time. I want to show you guys this. This is literally my bread and butter explained really well. So again, break one dude down, get past him, and dunk on whatever else is in your way. Right here, as you can see, that guy's moving toward me, and I'm kind of predicting how soon he's gonna arrive at me. The one in the pink leggings and stuff. But nah. So again, you see that happening. Boom! I hit the behind the back at the perfect time to get right past him. You see he gets caught with the reach in. He's kind of grabbing my junk too, but nah. So anyway, and then like I said, the help defender is just way too low. So this is instant bodies, and you know the deal. That's gonna be straight contact dunks every time. Right here, just one dude in the paint. He's too small. Again, takeover. Just not enough defense. It's just simple as that. Now spin lands. I'm gonna explain this just a little bit because I like to think this is like my bread and butter when it comes to anything other than just trying to dunk on somebody. I need to implement the Euros more, right? But anyway, you see I hit this behind the back to get to this side. Now, this is where the dribble tutorial tomorrow will come into play for you guys. Now I'm gonna plug myself and say if you could turn on notifications if you're new, I would appreciate that. But nah, anyway, let me carry on with this. So behind the back, it starts in my left hand, goes to the right, boom, hit that. Now I see he corrects for that, right? So I hit the spin back to the middle, and now I understand how my player is gonna move momentum wise. I'm gonna be like kind of cutting right down the lane, and I'm gonna end up hitting him. Like if I keep running forward, I'm just gonna body up into him. But this is where if you double tap X for the spin lane, you see I spin off of him, and then boom, that's just instant green right there. Like I said, spin lanes are probably my go-to move if it's not just dunking on somebody. So anyway, here's what you'll learn in the dribble mixtape tomorrow, or the dribble tutorial. Just stuff like that. Like it's stuff I wish I knew how to do more, and I'm going to like learn how to do some of this stuff more again. But anyway, okay, so now back to the lobs. Like I said, this is gonna be bread and butter. This is like, so for instance, boom, point guard who can throw lobs. You can see what kind of impact this has, because if he throws a regular pass, it's probably getting blocked. Like I'm dead serious. Like if it's a regular pass, it's hard to finish that because, and I know a lot of you guys who use your slashers, you're probably like, man, my slasher feels so pointless. Like I just get blocked on all my dunks anyway. Like I just feel like I can't dunk the ball. I feel like that too sometimes. Like because when I do feel like that, it's because I don't have a point guard who throws lobs right here in situations like this where there's a defender trailing me, right? And there's no way he gets in the way of this. It's literally just like the point guard's alley-oop passer has to be good enough, and it's simple as this. Like, and he can't block it. Like I said, it's hard to block those. Like it's almost impossible. I would like to think, especially when your dude has such great finishing ability. But anyway, what I want to explain. Sorry, I keep rewinding to the same clip, but no, I'll let this one play out, but this is what I also want to explain with the lobs too. So you see the defender's trailing me. Again, Kitchen has alley-oop passer on silver. So the dude's bodied up on him. He's not going to leave him. So obviously you don't have to worry about orange. You don't have to worry about orange shirt at all. Is that even a shirt? Yeah, that's a shirt. Okay. Nah, but anyway, so the white dude with the beard, he's on my back, right? But he's anywhere near like being able to body me up and like stop this animation. So boom, you see just like, and then you can't block it. Like I said, it's literally almost impossible. Like there's nothing you can do about it. So and then I believe there's one more alley-oop I really want to show you guys. This right here, crazy spin lane. Honestly, okay, and sorry, I don't mean to like rewind everything, but let me try to just give a good explanation of when to use the spin lane. The spin lane is literally this is like perfect explanation of when to use the spin lane. And that is when somebody is on your body and you can't get them off you. And like, get ready, be prepared to watch what's happening here. He's on me, right? And I can't get him off of me. So like, I'm not getting the drive-by, right? So I'm literally just like, instead of trying to like just get some stupid dunk to go in, also right here, sorry, let me finish that thought. Instead of trying to get some stupid dunk to go in, while he's bodied up on me, I know if I double tap X, it will disengage me from him. Like that is a move that like literally just gets you off of him. So anyway, pick and roll. Kitchen has the dude who's trailing him right now on him, and I have that white hair in the paint. So you see right here, they just leave the lane open a little bit too much. And we don't even have a great shooter in the left corner. This is SK, a pure post. But this is what I'm talking about. This is why it's okay to run with pure post scorers and stuff if you have a point guard who knows how to throw lobs. Both of your teammates need to be able to throw lobs if you're a slasher. Because if he doesn't throw this lob, this is not a score. And matter of fact, I'm gonna unpause it, and I guarantee I don't even know what happened with this clip. But what a sensible person would do if this isn't a lob is they would fake that they would like body me up, right? And then I can't dunk the ball. And then they would just run out to the corner. Boom. You're stalled. There's nothing going on. But if you're throwing lobs here, it's simple as that. Like, it's literally impossible to block it. And it makes it so that weak shooter from the corner, you don't even have to worry about them not being able to shoot. Because they literally have to leave him. Like, you have to leave him to affect the alley-oop. Anyway, green right there as well. I think this is all we got for clips. It's closing in here pretty soon. You see just nice combos, and then just, I don't know. That right there doesn't happen almost every time. You know what I mean? Like dunking on bigs is going to be a little bit rare. So anyway, one last clip I want to show you guys with the alley-oops again. I screen Thirst dude right here, right? And the big man is who's supposed to be on him. But again, the big man is on me, and he's playing hedge defense. So he hedges too hard. Boom. The alley-oop lane is open enough to where he can't get in the way of my animation. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Look at how I'm bodied up on this dude. Now you'd be like, you see this and you're like, oh, there's no way he's putting that in the hoop. You know what I mean? Like, there's two people on him. He's probably getting shoved. It's like, you know. But no, if you catch it up here, it's so easy to finish him because, like, you're just relying on, like, a broken mechanic in the game that just makes this happen every time. So anyway, it's off the vid. I hope you guys did enjoy. Stay tuned for the dribble tutorial tomorrow. That is going to be a nice one. I'm going to learn a lot of stuff too that's going to like teach you guys some really crucial things. So anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, comment Jesser. Comment Jesser in the comments, and I'll see if you made it to the end of the vid. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. Like this 99 one is pretty interesting as well. But yeah, anyway, that's off the vid. Drop a like if you could, and if you're new, feel free to sub and let me know that you made it this far in the video too. That's crazy if you're a brand new sub. I've been making these way long videos and like I don't know, I need to cut that down a little bit. But anyway, it's off the vid. I don't know how I'd be talking for 24 minutes in a row too. Like, this stuff kills my voice. But anyway, it's off the vid. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like I said, drop a like, sub if you knew, all that good stuff. Maybe check out some other videos. But anyway, you have a great rest of your day, man. Take it easy. Peace.